999. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE from 879. Or this LG 6. My live just ended. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, game is kicked off, guys. United are kicking towards the straight foot end. Just get my green screen up again. I don't know what happened to the previous stream.
Well, the conductor of the orchestra has to deal with an ever-increasing background noise. Ruben Amorim still has public backing of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. The minority owner and head coach held talks on Thursday. The next 3 matches do appear critical for his long-term prospects.
Well, it's clearly wedded to the system. That's not going to change. I expected more change in personnel today than there has been. I thought that Bruno Fernandes will play higher up. I think it's better as a number 10 rather than a number 6/8.
I think we only made one change to our starting 11 that started
Sanchez, not the best.
in Munich. I think Leslie Fofana.
Chelsea. With Neto going over to the right.
Yeah, I think it's the only change that we've made.
Conditions may well play a part today. It is an afternoon that fulfills every Mancunian weather cliche.
Pressure is high.
Started wet, and has got constantly wetter over the course of the day. That rain coming down with a real ferocity. We'll put a little bit of zip into the playing surface, but the conditions underfoot a little bit heavy.
We can't allow
Chelsea might feel that late in the game after their workload this week. Ball too much for Šeško.
Oh my goodness.
Bomo with a header that Sanchez.
Bomo with the early chance.
Clear back in from Mazraoui. The lick's coming on.
What's going on?
Pitch of a ball. A tackle on Dorgu is clean.
Sloppy at the back.
Excellent defending from Reece James.
Sloppy start. Come on, Pedro.
What a tackle from Reece James inside the box. It's been a really good start from Manchester United. They've kept possession well. Dangerous ball in from Dorgo. Šeško inches it away from getting on the end of it. And Bruno does a decent save from Sanchez. When Dorgo has a touch here, I think he's going to get his shot away. But how quickly does Reece James get across and make the challenge? Brilliant defending.
This is going to be a tense game. This is really going to be a tense game.
A nervy start for Sanchez.
No, oh my.
It's raining. Šeško in the nick of time.
It's raining in Manchester. Not a good sign.
Well, United have a lower win ratio against Chelsea than any of their other Premier League opponents. And
Not a good sign for us.
Only a 30% chance of that ratio.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Free kick.
What's going on here? Oh my word!
He's buying himself time here, Peter Banks.
What on earth?
The Chelsea keeper's off.
Oh my God!
Rob Sanchez dismissed, denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. What a start for Manchester United.
Oh my goodness.
Enzo Maresca has talked this week about the fact that Philip Jørgensen would see match minutes in the Premier League this season. He wouldn't have expected that he'd get 86 today.
Bryan Mbeumo is rewarded for his running behind.
Goodness,
He's
what
already
are we
made 2
doing?
Without being found. This time he is. The little flick on from Šeško. He gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. Flicks it round him.
Why do we always scramble against United? Why do we always scramble against United, man?
Has rewarded him with Chelsea going down to 10.
We always scramble against these guys, man.
Well, he's just had one of those afternoons, even in the 4 minutes that he was on the field. Robert Sanchez made heavy work of a save from Bomo. A couple of poor clearances as well. And with Jensen having to come on, it's Stavo who will make way. So his day's work is done as well.
Well, someone has to be sacrificed. Unfortunately for the young man, it's him. He's done nothing wrong. But clearly, they have to get a goalkeeper onto the
Cannot
pitch.
believe this. Cannot believe this.
I think in terms of the decision, we didn't see too many Chelsea players complaining.
No complaints from Sanchez either. He knew as soon as contact was made and the ball was past him that his fate was absolutely set in stone.
I don't know.
Chelsea having made
I'm lost
one
for words.
change and now going to make another. And it's the other winger, Pedro Neto, who will come off. And Tosin Adarabioyo is going to be coming on.
Points to a back three, doesn't it, for Chelsea?
Well, you would imagine so.
Cannot.
Potentially the chance to move Reece James into midfield for Fana at right back and Tosin in a centre half, but it does look as though it is going to be a 5-3-1 formation ostensibly for Chelsea to try and keep United at bay.
I'm lost for words.
Well, everybody arriving here at Old Trafford today
I'm
discussing the
lost for
various
words.
narratives. How much Chelsea should to Bayern Munich might have an effect, whether Manchester United were going to be able to deal with the
I'm lost for
pressure.
words.
You can pretty much guarantee that any of the narratives that were suggested wouldn't have included this one.
I don't even want to put it over.
Invidious circumstances as well for a goalkeeper to come on. And such a difficult playing surface for, and everything will skid through. Handling's going to be difficult. And will United be able to work it straight away? Anderson and Burmo over it, Duncan Casemiro out, it is Bruno straight into the five-man wall. Burmo closer with his effort, which takes a deflection to give United a corner.
I'm lost for words, guys. I'm so pissed.
Catches it really sweetly, doesn't he?
United is there for
Takes
the
it over the
taking,
mark.
and
But what a bright
a
start he's
keeper
had.
makes a stupid. I'm scared I'm gonna sue. Scared I'm gonna cuss.
Not a quiet figure, but very
We
popular one
literally
amongst the
handed- are
Manchester
handing this
United
game to
players, and the
United.
supporters really
Literally.
taking to him as well.
We are literally handing this game to United.
They're hoping to make the most of this numerical advantage
That's it, guys.
almost straight away with the ball swung in. Almost too many players attacking it in red. Back in from Burmo again. Out comes Jensen, just got there. It's another corner.
I don't know what to say.
Proactive goalkeeping. He's already well off his
I really
line.
don't know
When
what
his
to
ball
say.
comes in, he's on the front foot, makes the decision to come, has to get there.
Well, he has made 6 Premier League appearances in the past, the last of those in late February. Well, they signed from Villarreal for more than £20 million. It's the kind of area that Harry Maguire can be so proficient from. He's trying to make a diving run in towards the near post. Fafana keeping an eye on him. With the header away from him. Shot from Ahmad back into the fray. Joao Pedro happy just to dig it clear. Palmer was furious because he thought if there'd been a little bit more craft on that ball, he could have set up a counter-attack.
A bit more composure. He would have found Cole Palmer. I've got right to say he was furious.
Everything is just going from bad to worse.
A really good start from Man United. The game played almost entirely in the Chelsea half.
Ahmad for Dorgu. Back in from Dorgu again.
The phone doesn't want to charge. The team is early red card. We are playing a weak United team and this is happening now. Like
Burma. Really dominant Manchester United start, but they need something tangible for it. For the lift. He's going to try his luck, but has dragged it some way wide.
I don't think he's going for goal. I think this is a deliberate ball towards the far post. Anna was arriving. There was too much on it from Matthijs de Ligt.
it's bad start.
This is as clear a red card as you're going to see. Brilliant flick on from Šeško.
Bad
Burma
start.
running in behind, causing all sorts of problems.
Now they're
Sanchez coming
showing
off his
it
line and
again.
bringing him down.
Look at Fergie.
So Alex Ferguson wants the red card.
Look at
Got
Fergie.
there in the end.
Fergie's in the crowd.
Slight rewinding the clock back 30 years, seeing Sir Alex appealing for somebody to get a red card here at Old Trafford. A big grin on his face when it was produced.
Something that Man United have really been lacking. People who are willing to run without the ball and stretch the opposition.
Excellent work from Bruno Fernandes. He is playing deeper, but there is still the desire for him to try and get forward. It's going to be a lot easier for that to happen now. Shaw. Tackling himself, Luke Shaw. Well, Manchester United completely dominant. And Enzo Maresca's side have had so much possession this season, they've had very little of it today. Only 22% of the ball through the opening 13 minutes. 5 attempts without reply for Manchester United. Last time that the Blues won here, Sir Alex was actually in charge of United. Back in 2013, it was his penultimate home match at the club, Juan Mata scoring the only goal, just a matter of months before he made the move north. Mazraoui hooking it in here, headed out, turns it in. Everyone looked for a flag, there wasn't one. It is Bruno. A milestone goal for a midfield maestro. Where would they be without it?
And everyone looked straight towards the assistant and whether he was going to put his flag up or not. Mazraoui does brilliantly to dig out the cross. Where does Bruno arrive from? Oh, I think he might well just be offside. It's really tight, really tight. It's Trevor Chalobah that's the deepest. Does his foot keep Bruno Fernandes on? That's the big question. He's leaning towards goal. If it's tight, of course, you keep your flag down. It might take a while to check this one because it is so close.
Well, Eddie Smart is the assistant referee that kept his flag down. It is such a close call. Gut feeling is he's probably got it right because of the position of Chalobah's right foot. Seems as though the run has been timed to perfection, but clearly everybody has to make sure that the decision is spot on.
He was in so much space, everyone just expected the flag to go up. This is as close an offside as you're ever going to see.
Well, the VAR has told referee Banks that it is very tight. A message that, as you can see, he has relayed to the players a couple of times. And Old Trafford sits and waits a little impatiently. It stands, and they deserve it. Very, very close call, but the correct one from the assistant referee Eddie Smart, because of the right foot of Chalobah and the timing of Bruno's run. What a start for United, a goal up and a man up as well.
And they've been brilliant. As you quite rightly say, Trevor Chalobah, right foot, Keith Bruno onside. United deserving their head, out the blocks really quickly.
Well, we've had a red card, we've now had a yellow as well. Casemiro for the reckless challenge on Enzo Fernandez. Well, that goal for Bruno Fernandes is first from open play in the Premier League since March. He's 100th for the club. He is the 19th United player to score a century of goals in the orange, red, white and black. Dorgu out in the wall fourth. Just helping him on. Nelson might just have been struggling if one had had the dip on it.
Yeah, always wants to come inside that left foot and get his shot away. Should give Patrick Dorgu a mention as well. This was the header to Bruno Fernandes for the goal. Well, there you go, onside. Trevor Chalobah's right foot, keeping him on.
Well, more action on the Chelsea bench. André Santos is the player that is going to be introduced very shortly. Šeško made an early run through the middle. Masraoui sending a more diagonal ball out towards Dorgu. It's James that is able to guide it back for his goalkeeper. Well, apart from that last gas concession of Brentford last week, Chelsea will come into this weekend second in the table. If they can turn this around, they will end the day second.
This is an area that Man United won't mind. Long balls up the top. De Ligt and Maguire over nets in the air.
20 minutes in, Chelsea have had one player sent off and have taken 3 off now. It's Cole Palmer that is withdrawn. The Mancunian on the return to his hometown, absolutely furious Andre Santos has come on to replace him.
Well, you have to think that's injury related. Clearly he's their best player. Inventive, creative, decisive. And yet, off the pitch, can't influence this game anymore.
Well, has been having a growing problem, Cole Palmer. As Freaky goes United's way. He scored a stunning goal at Bayern on Wednesday, which was hot on the heels of his first Premier League goal from open play since January. The fact that he's making his way down the tunnel suggests that it is probably a recurrence of that problem, rather than just a decision to try and bring on a slightly more defensive-minded midfielder in Santos. Andre Santos in the thick of it straight away. Finds João Pedro. First chance of Marc Cucurella to get the ball forward.
I'm lost for words. I have nothing to say. Palmer's gone off injured apparently. Red card early in the game and United scored.
It's the first sight that Chelsea have had of the Manchester United penalty area. And when you are at a numerical disadvantage, set pieces, particularly corners, might be your best avenue back into it. But do work them well. It's in with width, it's a good near post header. Back in from Caicedo. Chelsea have got to get the bodies back quickly because United do have pace and alacrity on the counter-attack. Really good covering from Moise Caicedo. I'm frustrated that he couldn't nick it past him.
Dorgu needs to take more care of his ball. Brilliant athleticism to get himself up the pitch. Keeps the ball really well until his pass gives Caicedo an opportunity to nick the ball ahead of Ahmad.
And just a little clarification on the Chelsea subs, incidentally. The first two are classified as having happened within the same window. And as a consequence, Chelsea still can make two more changes, providing that they make them either at the same time or make one at half-time. So that isn't the end of their substitutions. There's a couple of minutes worth of difference between Sego and Neto coming off, but play hadn't restarted. And as a consequence, it does count as having happened at the same time.
I have no words, guys. I'm disappointed. I have no words. I don't know what to say. I can't believe what I'm seeing here, or what I've seen.
Well, I speaking to some United fans before the game, they were saying that they would take a draw. They would have been happy with that.
Gift to United.
It'll feel like a
United need to thump us.
demoralising result if it.
United need to thump us. If we get anything from this
They've been really
game,
good up to this point. Got to try and keep the tempo. I'd say the fans has been terrific as well, right from the off, even before the goal. The atmosphere they've generated inside Old Trafford is really good.
United need to thump us.
Cucurella has gone down with a head injury quite clearly.
If it's not the 3-0 or something, then I don't know, but United need to thump us.
Well, that was a really heavy fall, wasn't it, for Marc Cucurella?
Couldn't quite get his hair in the way to cushion the fall.
Guys, there's a poll. Please let me know who you think is winning this
So it's
game.
okay. They
On the
clearly
base
have
of
to
the
go through
first
the complete
25
concussion
minutes,
protocol just to make
red
sure.
card to Robert Sanchez, United leading 1-0, injury to Cole Palmer. It doesn't get easier than that for United.
Well, Ruben Amorim had a crisis
Doesn't
meeting
get
with
easier than
Sir
that.
Jim Ratcliffe on Thursday. He was asked what had been discussed, and he answered without missing a beat: the new contract. Admirable humour and stoicism in a difficult time. Feeling a little bit happier about things than he was
half an hour ago.
Thought I was gonna be kissing the badge today, but doesn't look like it. But let's not lose hope. I've seen my team come back from worse. Let's see if we can break this voodoo at Old Trafford.
Well, these are the days when Enzo Maresca earns the big bucks, man. What does he do? He's already made 3 changes. It is the quickest triple change in Premier League history. Never before has a manager made 3 substitutions inside the opening 21 minutes of a Premier League match. To a certain extent, with a numerical disadvantage, it's got to be about containment to start with. Stay in the game. How does he go about that? How does he go about making the day with some positives?
His options are limited. Down to 10 men. He's already made 3 substitutions. João Pedro's going to be really important to keep a hold of the ball, give his teammates the opportunity to get up in support of him. Enzo Fernandez does that really well. I think you're right. Containment, particularly until half time, is going to be important.
I think if we keep it at 1-0 before half time, up until half time,
this game, man.
then we've done a good job under the circumstances. So okay, we have the ball now. Casado with the ball. Cucurella be playing in United's half. Plays it out wide for James. Doesn't get there. I still think we can get it United, man.
James is going to have to cover a lot of ground today.
Well done, Fofana.
Challenge coming in from Fofana. Very well executed.
Excellent defending, because I thought Ahmad was away. The make it pass seemed perfect to Ahmad.
Forgive me, guys. I'm still upset at the start of this game. Come on, Tosin. Oh, come on, Andre.
That's right. So we're coming together off the ball there between Cucurella and Burmo. Peter back saw it. Free kick to United.
Plays on the edge, doesn't he, Mark Cucurella?
A day as filthy as this last month at Grimsby in the League Cup. Harry Maguire ended up with a crucial goal, or one at the time looked as though it was going to be a crucial goal. There's amongst the targets here, not short by Bruno Fernandes from Burmo and easy for Johnson.
Look at that, Mr. Ref.
United starting the day.
Come on, surely that's a yellow.
Chance of winning the game. The events have taken that up almost to 80.
He just barged the man off
Chelsea
the
still
ball.
given a 1 in 14 chance of being able to turn this around.
Look at
It's a
that.
little cynical from Luke Shaw.
Come on, Mr. Ref. Give Shaw a yellow card.
Peter Banks was looking directly at it as well. wasn't he?
Exactly. Come on, Casado. Need to beat the ball there. So frustrating.
That's right.
No ways, Mr. Ref, man. Come on.
So United shot count has reached at least 20 in
poor
the
referee for this
last
game.
4 games. The problem is that he scored 5 goals in that time. That is the issue in a nutshell. Creating the opportunities and not being able to put them away. They have put 1 of the 7 away so far today. Chelsea.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What's that?
Touch the ball inside United's box.
He's gonna shoot, bruh.
In the context of the game.
What is this?
Fernandes.
What defending is this?
The next ball in, headed away by Tosin. Shape on that ball for Burma as well. Plenty of opportunities to make an impression today. João Pedro has gone down onto the Chelsea bench. Incandescent that a free kick hasn't been given.
The way that Chelsea have set up now.
Maguire. Direct mindful of the Fernandes run ahead of him. And he's done well to field a difficult ball. Clever from Mbeumo. Good run from Ahmad. Three in the centre if he can pick anybody out. He's gone a long way round. And this time the flag is up. Ball just gone out of play.
The ball needs coming sooner, didn't it, from Ahmad?
I don't know what's happening.
The ball definitely was out. But when he has the opportunity on his right foot just to drill a ball across the area, that's when it has to come in. Delayed too long. It's way over the line.
How do we get back into this game? I think we need to play with time, man. I think we really need to time.
Maguire with a header. Burma putting the pressure on Chalobah. Šeško chasing. And for all the possession that United have had, they still haven't really created anything for their new centre forward. It's João Pedro.
Come on.
Going down inside the penalty area, but referee his arms flick round the corner. Mazraoui in towards Šeško. He's got Ahmad with him if he can stay onside. Ahmad turning back. Three to try and hit amongst them, Burma. Ahmad again. Now the flag is up.
This United team is so poor.
Mazraoui volleyed the ball in. Meanwhile, at the other end, João Pedro going down inside the penalty area, and that incident is still being looked at by VAR Craig Pawson.
My initial feeling was that he got a bit of the ball.
It's a pin, man.
I'm looking at that, and I think he does just touch it.
What?
I don't think there's enough to
Don't
change
think
the
it's
referee's
enough.
decision.
It's a pin. That's a penalty.
Mazraoui sticking his foot in, and the incident has now been checked and cleared.
Is that cleared, bro?
35 minutes that Chelsea would love to have back.
I want the goal.
Lost their talismanic number 10 injury. Lost the goalkeeper to a red card. They've lost parity. themselves into a little bit of form. Shevko chasing. Youngster with a really poor touch. Burmo seizing upon it, but he couldn't make the most of it. Well, Jefferson gave Tosin absolutely no chance of being able to deal with that. And United couldn't punish them.
Great recovery from Fofana again. He showed great pace and awareness already in this game. He's going to have to be on his toes because he's going to be a busy man. Defensively, they've actually done okay. They've stepped in when they needed to. They've dealt the ball in behind when they needed to. Since they've gone to that back three, they've looked largely untroubled, actually.
Burmo knocking it short. Mazraoui's delivery, and a header back in. Wasn't as good as it might have been. That one is in. 2-0. Casemiro. He's got a decent goal-scoring record against Chelsea. He's exploited the Blues' back line again. Is this the day that finally it's lift-off for United?
He's got a few goals against Chelsea in the past. There's another to add to the collection. So well worked. Corner. Change the angle. The delivery to the far post. Dorgu gets free again. It's not the greatest header from Dorgu back into the box. You can see he arrives from late. It's well worked. The clearance from Reece James is just a hopeful one. They attack it really well. And Casemiro stays on side. Guides it home.
The goal will stand. And now the officials have to try and police everything that has happened since. So this is what it's all about. Luke Shaw barging into Enzo Fernandez. Understandably,
And nothing is going to happen to him.
Enzo after that.
Nothing is going to happen to him.
Wading in.
Wow.
This lad almost as quickly as it started, in fairness.
It's goal threat, Casemiro. He gets himself in the box into good goal scoring positions. Luke Shaw does really well, attacks it brilliantly. Casemiro still got a bit to do to guide it past the goalkeeper.
Manchester United 2, 10-man Chelsea 0. Massive for the manager. Weeks into the season, Chelsea are one of just 3 unbeaten sides in the Premier League, along with Liverpool and Palace. United hungry for more here as it's clipped in. United again guilty of not making the most of really good, promising positions that they're creating for themselves. That was very nearly the case for the second goal as well, with Dorgu's poor header. It was subsequently rescued by Shaw. On that occasion, they really should have made more of it.
Good covering from Harry Maguire. Mazraoui made a bad decision to go and step in. Now Chelsea, the opportunity to counter-attack. Maguire read that well. Off the top of my head, can't think that Ruben Amorim's had certainly better first halves at Old Trafford.
What a pressure in the front. Position of the lift up within 15 yards of the dead ball line at the other end of the field to win possession back. Receives a throw from Mazraoui. could to stay in possession. He's been fouled by Fernandez. He did really well to win that free kick. Manchester United with 2/3 of the ball and 90% of the chances so far. There's complaint about United's effectiveness at either end of the pitch. It's easy to see why they've scored only 1 out of every 17 shots taken this season, and the opponents have scored with 1 out of every 6. Defending again by Shaw. And those on the Chelsea bench know that they've got a problem here. Palmer has an individual one as well. There's an ice pack, you can't see it, but on his thigh. And the last thing that Chelsea need on the day that mentally they might potentially have written off already is Palmer out through injury for the tests that are coming up. They've got a match in Lincoln in the League Cup in the week, which you almost certainly wouldn't have played anyway, but 3 Premier League opponents all finished in last season's top 8. But Brighton at home next.
Yes.
He had to think it was an injury with Cole Palmer, because at 1-0 down, he's still got a chance of getting something from the game, and he's the route back into it.
Santos with a touch. Šeško wouldn't get enough of a touch. Start Kukurea.
What's going on now? Can't you see that he's busy at me?
It's one of those challenges that 30 years ago would have been really hardly regarded. These days it's completely different. Kukurea, who scored the winner the last time the two sides met, is the first Chelsea player to get a yellow card today. Well, into the last 30 seconds of the first half, there is going to be a stack of stoppage time. Potentially 9 minutes to be added. Really set the seal on United's first half performance from Cameroon's point of view. Šeško could get a goal. It would be a perfect 45 for him, really. Swinging it in, the player took a couple of hasty steps back. Dealt with the threat easily. From Mazraoui to Mbeumo. Casemiro. Trying to draw the goalkeeper forward. Ball recycles it. Amad with the ball back in. Tosin Shank, but Andre Santos could get a better touch on it. United will come again with Mazraoui.
Aurora, that is busy open, no?
Lost the ball in from Burma. A little almost able to wriggle his way past Fofana. Shaw. Now
We've talked a lot about Man United without the ball. Well, such has been their dominance that they haven't really had to worry about that today. Being outnumbered in midfield, runners off the midfield, potentially a little bit slow at the back. All those problems, well, they haven't been a problem today because they've had all the ball and all the territory.
Mommy, that is so bad.
That's right. Ramos in the street, rewarded with a throw, but he's taken quickly back for the lift. Casemiro. Fernandes. Himself into a position where he might begin his second century of United goals. Shaw. And the offside flag is up. Well, since he came to United, they've taken 31 points from 31 games. They now have the worst record of every side who were in the Premier League both last season and this. Lost twice as many league matches as they've won in that time. But he has talked about the fact that he's been happier with performances. But Norwich last year was really critical for some of United's displays. Now he feels that they're playing well until the boxes. That's been the focus of training this week. Have had more time to make improvements in the absence of European commitments. Still room for improvement going forward. The sharpness around the penalty area from what we've seen so far, and that's notwithstanding the fact that they have this very comfortable lead.
Yeah, I think they can improve. They've had some big opportunities, haven't they? They've got themselves in some great positions. Maybe not chosen the right option when in that final third, but you have to say this has been as good a Man United performance you've seen for a long time. Despite the fact that Chelsea have been down to 10 men, right from the off they were at it, closing Chelsea down, building the running in behind, having Robert Sanchez sent off. But generally it's been a brilliant all-round performance this from Manchester United. The intensity they played at is something that Chelsea have really struggled to deal with.
João Pedro and Enzo trying to work a 1-2. Pushes in the scene, Caicedo helps it forward. Rush Shaw, which into Dorgu's path. Under again, looking long for Šeško. Now he will make his way forward. Ahmad spears one in towards Burmo. Well dealt with by Challen. Santos. Touch on the cynical side from Casemiro, who has already been booked. And he's going to be off.
Red card for
All
Casemiro.
of a sudden, numerical parity is
Brilliant,
restored.
man. Brilliant.
United in complete control. And it's their most experienced player who has picked up a daft second yellow card. And
Brilliant.
United down to 10 as well.
So silly from Casemiro,
Come on, boys.
putting arms around the man, and then he does get the ball, but it's just given the referee a decision to make. So silly from Casemiro. There was an incident about 10-15 minutes ago when he thought about making a challenge, and he didn't because he knew he was already on a yellow card. This time, he did make the challenge. A really poor decision.
Well, Casemiro had a wry shake of the head as he leaves the field. 45 minutes for him, a goal and 2 yellow cards. So United down to 10 as well. Enzo Maresca also caution by referee Banks.
Careful.
But now, there's a completely different complexion to it. Chelsea have something to chase. Cucurella, he's in!
They want this to fall to his left foot rather than his right. Marc Cucurella lashes at the effort. Bruno Fernandes does it well, actually, to put a bit of pressure on him.
Well, this is why Enzo Maresca picked up his yellow card. Ruben Amorim couldn't hide his frustration at the fact that Casemiro...
Andre Santos, don't know why he does it. Fought long and hard, didn't he, Peter Banks?
Well, it has been 45 minutes that almost exclusively in Maresca's mind has been an exercise in damage limitation since Sanchez was sent off. Now, not so much. As they try and get themselves back into a game against a side whose brittle confidence is inevitably going to be tested. And Chelsea shows an attacking force. Better ball in from James. Now to play for a United pride.
It's a decent ball in. Real pace. No one attacking it. Just trying to work out how Man United have reorganised. Bruno Fernandes is still in midfield, of course, but who's going to play alongside him?
And are we going to see Alejandro Garnacho in the second half for Chelsea, who, you'll remember, took off both the wingers in the immediate aftermath of Sanchez's dismissal. Estevao and Neto had lost Palmer to injury, so all three players that slightly behind Joao Pedro are off. Playing with a back five in this 5-3-1 formation, but how will they change things for the second half? In terms of attacking options, they still have Garnacho and Gittins, George, Marquinhos. All of those can be called upon, but they can only make two more changes. There's Cucurella. The stride 9 minutes are up, but this is going to be extended because of the Casemiro red card. Well, trying to make it run in. Bio. We'll get it away from here. Good ball by Enzo Fernandez. Ball by Dorgu for a fashion. And the whistle is gone.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Well, the three centre halves are unsustainable from here, so does he move Reece James further forward, I wonder? Plenty for Enzo Maresca to contemplate after a half in which he lost his goalkeeper to a red card inside 5 minutes. Bruno Fernandes exploited the numerical advantage for United by poking home his 100th goal for the club. Casemiro added a second before.
Okay, that's the end of the first half.
For 2 yellows.
United leading
Ruben
2-0.
Amorim, up until that point,
Chelsea with the early red card to Rob Sanchez. United with a late red card to
just to an extent. It's back in the balance
Casemiro.
again. United 2, Chelsea 0.
I'd say the game is slightly in United's favour in the balance, but Chelsea has to come out in the second half and attack. We have to. It's the only way we're gonna get at United. I'm just gonna go on a break quickly, guys. I'll be back shortly.
Because the first half had just a change in the body.
Guys, we are back for the second half.
Clinicians,
I don't know what to
understand how inner
expect.
workings can affect how we feel and perform. Through years of development and testing,
I really don't know what to expect.
the body with a range of research-based products.
I don't know what,
As experts,
but we'll see how it goes. I'm not
so
happy.
you can look ahead. Clinicians,
I'm actually
science,
speechless,
and
but
field.
hopefully the red card to Casemiro gives us a chance back into the game.
If the deals is on, grab the latest
So let's see.
iPad notebook for $999. The Samsung Galaxy S24 FE from $879. Or this LG 65-inch OLED TV for $3799. Only at Nongling Ming.
Forever Auckland FC, Wednesdays on Sky Sport.
This coverage of the EPL is brought to you by Betcha, the #1 app for betting on football in New Zealand. Guaranteed to
I don't know. Let's see. Can only hope for the best, guys. Only hope for the best here.
Marco Silva arrives at Craven Cottage. That is our last pit stop on a busy Saturday in the Premier League. His Fulham side take on Brentford and going to back-to-back West London derbies. Clear skies in London for the late game. Not the same story in Manchester where it is raining. And the first half's been pretty stormy too. Ruben Amorim is out. We're hearing that Benjamin Šeško is about to come off. His days over. Ugarte will join the fray. Can Chelsea get something out of this game, especially now that United are also down to 10?
Yeah, I think they can. I think with one thing now, they'll be giving it a little bit of hope. 11 v 10, 2 down, your back's against the wall. But at the end of the day now, I think there's enough.
Benjamin Šeško's off for United.
United up. Now, if they do get a goal,
Ugate's on.
to this game we're going to get.
There is confirmation, man. We'll get into the fray, and Benjamin Šeško is off. Your commentary team, let's rejoin them. Here's Matt Holland.
Second half about to start.
So Manchester United making a change. Gade coming on for Šeško. Chelsea not making any changes in terms of personnel. And it'll be very interesting to see how long they persist with playing with 3 centre halves in this situation as they try and get themselves back into the game. So Chelsea in a position that they only have one more junction of which they can make changes now with 2 men left to bring on. On with the game. Ticked into stoppage time. It looks as though it's going to be a certainty that Manchester United, 2 goals up and a man up, would be able to see it through. Now there is just an element of jeopardy where previously there was none. In fact, I'm not quite sure why there is a delay to the restart. I don't know what it was that Peter Banks was looking at. I think there's a problem, the fact that there aren't balls on the cones around the side of the pitch at the moment. And I think it is that is causing the delay. As it says.
Come.
So an extra minute or so stood out in the rain. That's exactly what the players wanted ahead of the second half.
Still one short.
You'd like to think it's not going to be the same ball boy that gets sent back into the tunnel to get another one.
Oh, that is busy there.
Players just having to go through another little warm-up before the delayed restart. Just when you think you've seen it all. So here we go, 45 minutes for Chelsea to get themselves back into this, no longer a man light. Bruno Fernandes legitimately tackled, and something that you watch while the substitutes were warming up at half-time as the rain has continued to come down. The ball just isn't rolling in the same way now that it was even in first half stoppage time. That actually is going to be a factor. Maguire giving the free kick away. Sending on the leg for another hit back pass just now.
I wonder if Enzo Maresca just thinks he might have been able to hold back on a couple of those substitutions, or certainly one of those substitutions. Took two wingers off me at the same time. Neto and Stavo both going off. I just wonder whether he regrets that decision now, particularly with United going down to 10 men.
Fernandez tried to survey his options. It's come off him last. Amarim just given license to patrol outside the technical area because the majority of it is flooded. Actually already lost one game today in this part of the world, a championship match between Blackburn and Ipswich, which is only about 25 miles up the road from here, and that was abandoned 10 minutes from time because of the state of the pitch after the heavy deluge. And that weather is coming south. There's another poor challenge, and maybe a few of them in the second half with tempers already frayed and the conditions very difficult. Fernandez gets a yellow.
Conditions as they are, expect more hefty challenges coming in. That's a nasty one though, for Enzo Fernandez, leading with his studs.
Enzo Fernandez with the yellow card.
An in-swinger here for United. It's going to be a left-footed delivery from Brian and Burmo. Chelsea keeping the line on the edge of the penalty area. Ball cleared into Kukurea. Burmo crossing forward again, making light of the conditions. Dorgu trying to get it back to him.
No structure from our boys.
Now James. Finally going down as a free kick. But if Chelsea were to score next, I just wonder how United would be able to react.
Chelsea will believe they can get something from this game.
I think we need to take Enzo Fernandez over and bring on
Obviously,
Garnacho.
we reduced to 10 as well.
Honestly. Wow.
That's right. Trying to commit himself. That's as free-flowing as the Mancunian weather.
It's just cards galore here.
Seen two reds already. It would not surprise you if somebody else was dismissed.
That's
United searching a third. A little bit of insurance they might feel they need. Nothing to get it through towards Maguire. Counter-attacking very difficult, but it's not going to stop the Blue Hawks coming forward here. Ball in behind Reece James. Measuring any pass, all but impossible. Now Mazraoui can bring it forward. Carrying it himself with Ahmad up alongside him. Dorgu. Challenge on him. Fair from Caicedo.
The conditions are so difficult. At the moment, not enough for it to be abandoned, but making play really difficult for the players. So often you see with Chelsea, inverted fullbacks, Reece James and Cooper coming inside, making the extra body. Now with the fact they've taken the wingers off, they're having to stay wide. That is the width for Chelsea now.
So I find that running a long way